From the birth of the Republic in 1970 to today, Guyana's First Ladies have stood beside the presidents, strong, graceful, and often quietly influential. Let's journey through time to meet these remarkable women and their husbands. Doreen Chung and President Arthur Chung, 1970 to 1980. When Guyana became a republic in March 1970, the nation's first president was Arthur Chung, and beside him stood Doreen Chung, the first ever First Lady of Guyana. Born to a Chinese Guyanese family, Doreen was known for her elegance and calm demeanor. She supported her husband through the country's early nation-building years, participating in community and cultural programs. Though she stayed mostly out of the spotlight, she symbolized unity in a newly independent Guyana. Arthur Chung, Guyana's first president, was respected for his integrity and quiet leadership. A statesman of Chinese descent who served from 1970 to 1980. Viola Burnham and President Forbes Burnham, 1980 to 1985. When Forbes Burnham became president in 1980, his wife, Viola Burnham, stepped into the national spotlight as First Lady. A teacher, politician, and activist, Viola Burnham was passionate about women's empowerment and social justice. After her husband's death in 1985, she continued to serve Guyana, becoming a vice president and a minister of education. Forbes Burnham, a founding father of the nation, led Guyana from independence into the Republic era, shaping its socialist and self-reliant policies. Joyce Hoyte and President Desmond Hoyte, 1985 to 1992. After Burnham's passing, Desmond Hoyte became president, and his wife, Joyce Hoyte, took on the role of First Lady in 1985. Graceful and private, Joyce Hoyte was deeply respected for her charitable work, especially with children and families in need. She was often described as gentle yet strong, offering stability during a politically challenging period. Desmond Hoyte, her husband, guided Guyana through an era of economic liberalization and political reform. Jagan, as First Lady, and President Jagan, 1992 to 1997. In 1992, Dr. Jagan, a freedom fighter and founder of the People's Progressive Party, became president. His American-born wife, Janet Jagan, became First Lady. Born in Chicago, Janet was more than a First Lady. She was a lifelong political partner. She had served as a minister, activist, and champion for workers' rights since the 1940s. During Chetty's presidency, she supported healthcare, women's rights, and literacy initiatives. After Chetty Jagan's death in 1997, Janet herself became president, Guyana's first female head of state. Yvonne Hinds and President Samuel Hinds, 1997. Following Chetty Jagan's death, Samuel Hinds served as acting president, and his wife, Yvonne Hinds, briefly became First Lady in 1997. Yvonne Hinds was known for her poise and modesty. Even during her short tenure, she supported community causes and quietly represented dignity and respect. Samuel Hinds went on to serve as Prime Minister for several years, contributing to Guyana's development policies. Varshnie Jagdeo and President Varshnie Jagdeo, 1999 to 2007. In 1999, Varshnie Jagdeo became president, and his young wife, Varshnie Jagdeo, assumed the role of First Lady. Varshnie, a medical doctor, quickly became known for her humanitarian spirit. She founded the Kids First Fund, supporting medical treatment for disadvantaged children. Despite her eventual separation from the president, her charitable legacy remains widely respected. Varshnie Jagdeo, a technocrat and economist, led Guyana into the 21st century, focusing on modernization and economic reform. Deolatchmee Ramotar and President Donald Ramotar, 2011 to 2015. When Donald Ramotar took office in 2011, his wife Deolatchmee Ramotar became First Lady, a devoted educator and advocate for health and wellness. A trained teacher and former nurse, she dedicated her tenure to literacy programs and promoting healthy lifestyles. Warm and approachable, Deolatchmee often visited schools and community centers to engage with families and youth. Donald Ramotar served as president from 2011 to 2015, emphasizing economic development and social inclusion. Sandra Granger and President David Granger, 2015 to 2020. In 2015, David Granger, a former military officer, became president, and his wife Sandra Granger took on the First Lady's role with grace and intellect. Sandra Granger, known for her elegance and academic strength, championed women's empowerment, elder care, and technology training for youths. She launched several initiatives focused on literacy, robotics, and gender equality, redefining the role of a modern First Lady in Guyana. David Granger was admired for his discipline and focus on national service. Arya Ali and President Yvonne Ali, 2020 to present. In August 2020, Yvonne Ali became President of Guyana, ushering in a new era of leadership. His wife, Arya Ali, is the nation's current First Lady. In 2025, First Lady Arya Ali continues to stand out as one of Guyana's most active and compassionate national figures. Her work centers on inclusion, youth empowerment, and community transformation. This year, she launched the Center for Equity, Opportunity, and Innovation in Palmyra, Region 6, a groundbreaking facility that provides jobs and training for persons with disabilities in fields like craftwork, catering, and technology. She also continues her Adopt an Orphanage initiative, now in its fourth phase, which supports 11 children's homes with food, healthcare, and educational resources. Arya has been promoting health awareness across Guyana, leading HPV vaccination campaigns and encouraging general immunization in remote communities. Through her maritime scholarship program, she's helping women from hinterland regions pursue careers in navigation and marine engineering, empowering them to enter non-traditional professions. Her national beautification project also remains active, with the recent opening of Zia's Play Park in Leonora to provide safe recreation for children and families. Internationally, Arya has spoken at United Nations events, advocating for stronger disability rights and equal opportunities. In recognition of her humanitarian work, she received the Global Female Impact Leadership Award in 2024. Today, Arya Ali continues to embody a modern, service-driven First Lady, one focused on compassion, progress, and inclusion for all Guyanese. From Doreen Chung's quiet elegance to Arya Ali's modern activism, Guyana's First Ladies have evolved alongside the nation. Teachers, nurses, doctors, leaders, and visionaries. Each has added her own touch of grace, compassion, and strength to the story of the Guyanese Republic. Please subscribe for more.